All right, check. 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check.
You good?
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? Let's see.
You know, one of these has a short in it.
Check 1 2.
Check.
Check 1 2.
Check now. Here.
Got it?
When you did that, I heard you.
Got 1 2.
All right.
All right.
1 2. Check.
All right. Let's do it. What? Start your stream?
Yeah, that might help too.
Start your stream. Straight to this.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the friendly confines of the Kirk. Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath tonight for just an absolutely beautiful night for baseball.
Unbelievable.
Junior varsity has just finished up. Picayune has taken their infield. Pascagoula is wrapping up their section of the infield. It started out to be a really nasty day this morning, Kevin, but it's turned out to be quite a nice day.
Sure did. I never would have thought we'd play tonight. Looking at radar coming in even after what happened this morning, but beautiful evening, nice temperature. Looking forward to some good baseball.
It is nice. Got a full house up here in the press box. Got a couple of folks over there spinning some tunes locally here. Got Mr. Grubbs, who is doing the PA announcing tonight, and his lovely wife is assisting him in all manner of issues that he may need assistance with. And as I said, we're getting ready for the second game of the district season for Picayune as they went into Pascagoula on Tuesday night and 10-run ruled Pascagoula. I actually ran away with it in the fifth inning. Game really never was in jeopardy, but it was fairly close for a couple of innings. But Picayune capitalized on a few hits, a few errors, and a few walks, and I think they put up 8 in one inning to run away with this one in 6, and ended up being an 11-1 game. So looking to see tonight what Pascagoula had. I'll tell you what I saw. I know, Kevin, you were at the basketball or the softball game and didn't get a chance to see them live. I think you tuned into maybe the final couple of innings, but what I saw was a Pascagoula team that's prone to make errors. If you put a little pressure on them, they seem prone to make errors. They had some decent hitting. I think we're going to see their best pitcher tonight. The kid we saw the other night, I don't think was their best pitcher, so we'll see him tonight. And, we'll see what he has. But the kid we saw the other night didn't necessarily throw hard, but he had a pretty good breaking pitch, and that seems to be something that we struggle with. It doesn't matter how hard you throw it this year. We seem to be able to hit it. But if you got a good breaking pitch, we're struggling. So we'll see tonight what we see. But good things came out of Tuesday night.
Yeah, it sounded like it. Like I say, I was at the softball game, so I came in right in the big inning, and it did seem like there were some errors and walks, maybe a hit by pitch or something, but had some timely hitting, so that was a good thing. And like you say, the games that I've seen this year, if you have something moving, or like you say, off-speed pitches, that seems to be where we struggle. But hopefully, as the season progresses here through the district, Tide's coming on, and we'll be able to hit some of those pitches.
There you go. Well, you listen to the Pawpaws Campers and Cars pregame show here from the Kirk, and we're going to take a message, and we'll hear from Pawpaws Campers and Cars. We'll be back here at the Kirk in just about 30 seconds.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaws Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaws has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaws Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Pearl River Community College has been providing a quality education to the people of South Mississippi and beyond for the past 110 years. If you or a family member is an alumnus of this great institution, we invite you to support future PRCC students through the PRCC Foundation Scholarship Program. Honor or memorialize a loved one or identify your support for the college by creating a scholarship through the PRCC Foundation with your tax-deductible financial gift. Call Delana Harris with the PRCC Foundation office at 601-403-1191 and make a financial investment in a young person's future at Pearl River Community College.
Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath back here at the Kirk as we're getting ready for the second game of the district season. Picayune is hosting the Pascagoula Panthers tonight after 10-run ruling Pascagoula on Tuesday night. They'll play tonight, then have another scheduled game for 3:30 tomorrow. So that may be a change for some of you. I believe it was originally scheduled for 1, but it got pushed back. I think they want a little extra time to work on the field because of rain. So they'll get going at 3:30 tomorrow. Not sure if that game will be on the air or not. I'll try to give you an update before we go off the air tonight to let you know. I want to give you a few numbers here in the early part of the season. Mr. Parker Helton is now leading the Tide in batting average. He had a huge night, Kevin, the other night. Went 4 for 5 in the leadoff spot and ballooned his average up to 457. So just an outstanding night for Petey. As he drove in a couple of runs and went 4 for 5, and he hit another ball that really
hit a wall, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He pounded the ball really all night long. So looking forward to good things for him as he's going to lead off again tonight. Brady Robertson, even though he is out still on the DL, he is number 2 on the team at 429. Kyler King is now at 425. It's the first time this year that he's been out of the first spot in leading the batting average. Landon Watts is at 400. Morgan Kraft is at 316, along with Jamie Lumpkin is at 316. Cooper Moreau hitting 308. Braxton Carter, 286. Landon Franklin, 217. And then the rest of the Maroon Tide trail off from there. So let me give you a couple of pitching statisticals from here. Let's see. Tanner Busby still leading in most categories. He has a ERA of 1.80. He has struck out 41 in, I don't make this easy, I got to scroll back and forth, in 22 innings. Cooper Moreau through 14 innings has struck out 21 and walked 8, and he boasts an ERA of 2.86. Kyler King has a ERA of 3.5, and he has struck out 20 and walked 4, and that would be through 13 innings of work. So pretty good pitching. I say if we summarized the preseason or before the district started, I guess my take, Kevin, would be that we played pretty good defensively. We've pitched pretty well, and we've been up and down hitting. When we're on, man, we could just tear the cover off the ball. Yep. But when we're off, we're off. It seems like we couldn't hit a beach ball. So it really seems sporadic on the hitting, although the pitching and the defense seems to be pretty consistent.
Yeah, I know there have been some errors, but I haven't seen like overbearing errors to recover from. And the ERA out of those three is probably 2 point something.
Yeah, low 2s, I'd say. Yeah.
So pretty good ERA there. But yeah, the batting has been inconsistent, and like I say, got enough season left. So hopefully the Tide will get on track with their hitting.
All right, I'm going to give you the starting lineup for the Maroon Tide. Let me pull it up here. Give me 1 second. And actually, I'm going to go with Pascagoula because I got that one handy. And then I'm going to ask you to reach over there and grab, well, if they're going to need the lineup, I'll read it. Hang on one second. Bear with me.
I have the
You got
lineup.
okay, well, go ahead. Read it off there. You got it. I was looking for
leading
it.
off for the Panthers will be number 2, Adrian Rosado. He'll be at third base. Number 7 will be batting second, Jared Looper. He'll be the catcher tonight. Batting third, number 10, Griffin Wells, shortstop. Batting fourth, number 34, Denzel Melendez.
Yes.
He'll be at first base. Batting fifth, number 14, Terry Lee. He'll be in right field. Batting sixth, number 17, Tank Bishop. He'll be the designated hitter. Number 8 will be batting seventh, Brandon Smith. He'll be in center field. Batting eighth, number 5, Matt Ditzworth. I guess that is Ditzworth. Right. He'll be playing second base. Batting ninth, number 23, Stephen Avila. He'll be in left field, and pitching tonight for the Panthers will be number 30, let's see, number 30. Let's go down. Rashard Ernest.
Rashard Ernest. And that's the Pascagoula Panthers lineup. I'll give you a pick you now, and I don't have their position, so I'm going to guess as I go down through here. We'll see how close we are once they line up. Parker Helton's going to lead off again. He'll be in center field. Kyler King will hit second at shortstop. Morgan Kraft will play first base and bat third. Jamie Lumpkin is going to be batting fourth, and he'll be at second base. Landon Watts will bat fifth, and he'll be catching. Cooper Moreau will be at third, bat sixth. Landon Franklin will be the DH. He'll be hitting four. Tanner Busby, the pitcher. Brunson Stockstill will be in right field, and Justin Stockstill will be in left field. That'll do it for the Maroon Tide. You've been listening to the Pawpaws Campers and Cars pregame show. We're going to take just a minute here to hear a word from our sponsor. We'll come back. Grubby's getting ready to announce the teams. We'll get you back for the anthem, and then we'll be ready to play baseball. You're listening to Picayune Baseball on WRJW, 1320 AM, 106.9 FM, on the streaming portal, and you can catch the video stream at PMHS Sports.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaws Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaws has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaws Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Welcome to The River, where education meets excellence. Join the Wildcat family and dive into our lively campus. Make friends, join clubs, get involved, and create memories. Experience academic excellence with our dedicated faculty. Explore cutting-edge facilities designed for your success. Choose PRCC for an education that shapes your future. Pearl River, where you can roar with champions.
Hey friends, camping's a spring thing, and spring is here. Check out this new 2024 Wildwood FSX 174BH. This travel trailer has a front queen bed, rear bunks, and only weighs 2,899 pounds. MSRP is $24,398, reduced to only $13,988. A brand new 2024 bunkhouse trailer for only $13,988. Pawpaws Campers is not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath back here at the Kirk. So Mr. Jerry Grubbs is almost done announcing the Picayune Maroon Tide starting lineup. Pascagoula is standing on the first base line. They have been announced. And we're getting ready for the national anthem. You've been listening to the Pawpaws Campers and Cars pregame show. We're going to get you going here with the national anthem.
With your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Kevin, the lineups have been announced. The anthem has been played. The meeting has commenced. And the players have taken the field. I think we're just about ready to play baseball.
Get a little warm up in here and we'll be ready.
It is to get a little warm. I know we got air conditioning. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if they turned it on. I don't know if they've turned it off. It was on when I came earlier, but we got a bunch of 98.6s in here running around. And us fat people, we stink when we sweat, so we probably don't want to get into that. So welcome again to Picayune Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW. I want to remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Hometown Community Spirit, Hometown Community Pride, member FDIC. So Tanner Busby, big right-hander, will take the mound tonight. His battery mate will be Landon Watts. Morgan Kraft's going to be over at first. Jamie Lumpkin's going to be at second. Kyler King, shortstop. Cooper Moreau at third. Justin Stockstill out in left. Parker Helton will be in center. Brunson Stockstill will be in right. And I know it's been about a week since Busby threw. I think he threw last Saturday in a game against Purvis, if I remember correctly. So I know he's anxious to get out on the mound tonight. And have you had a chance to see Busby much this year? Have you got a chance to look at him?
I've seen one game. All the others he's pitched I missed, but I haven't seen him pitch, just listened on the radio. So
I tell you what I've noticed, we've watched him. We've both watched him for 3 years now play. This will be his fourth year to play. Several of these kids have started since freshman. And he's always had a big arm, always, had a pretty good curveball. But something I've noticed this year is he's not making as many mistakes when he gets 0-2, 1-2. That was one of the things that he would do as a younger pitcher is he could get ahead of you, but then he would get way too much of the plate 1-2 or 0-2 and give up a lot of hits. And I've seen him become a smarter pitcher, this year. So that's something that I've been, as a former pitcher, that's been something I've been kind of pleased to see him grow. And I think that's just from pitching, right? So being able to do this and being able to mature. People don't realize a lot of difference between a 14-year-old kid and an 18-year-old kid.
Right.
There's just a lot of growing up.
He spent a lot of years just beating people on the 0-2 pitch or whatever.
That's right.
And you get up to this age, then you're 16 and you're pitching against an 18-year-old that he's waiting on that fastball. So, like you say, hopefully he's learned that and able to place his pitches better, and we're ready to get going.
That's right. Adrian Rosado is going to lead it off for Pascagoula. He is the second baseman, I believe. Here's the first pitch from Busby. It's going to be a fastball that's fouled off over the top of us, so we'll go 0-1 quickly from Busby. Busby, we've got the gun set up tonight, so we'll give you some speeds. Usually he's in the upper 80s, maybe hit 90 occasionally. Fastball there. Going to throw by Rosado for 0-2. Power hasn't been an issue for him, Kevin. He's usually able to overpower a lot of kids.
Right. That tried to go outside just a little too far outside that time. But, power is his. I don't know what that pitch was. The one previous was 86, so able to bring it pretty good.
Here's a 1-2 pitch from Busby. It's going to be another fastball. It's going to be fouled off. So it will remain 1-2. Can't get over how pretty it is and what it started off earlier this morning. It was nasty here. Breaking pitch is going to stay up high from Busby and even to count 2-2. I live right around the corner, and it was nasty at daylight this morning. Just absolutely nasty. Here's the 2-2. That one's going to be off the fist out to Jamie at second. Jamie's going to pick that one up, throw over to first, and we'll record the first out of the inning. So we'll go 4-3 for the putout.
Good job by Jamie there. Sounded like a routine 4-3 play, but he had to come in, charge it, a little slow roller, got to it, made a good throw.
So that's going to bring up, is this the catcher Loper? Is that who this is?
That is him,
right,
Jared Loper. Looper. Is it
Looper
Looper or Loper?
I got
It looks
one
like
up.
a L-U here.
I got L-O. So that's what I called him the other night is Loper. Well, Mr. Loper's going to swing at the first pitch and go down in the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to stay up high for a ball. So, he's –
the typed version is Loper.
Is Loper.
Yeah.
The handwritten is a little hard to see. I'm looking at a roster, so I don't have the lineup. So we'll have to pick them out as we get them here. So here's the 1-1. Well, I can't read that. I don't know if it do me any good.
Yeah.
Loper's going to swing through a fastball up high, run the count 1-2. So we're in a predicament. It gets, it gets bad to get old, Kevin. I don't know if you know that. It just gets bad. Here's a 1-2 to Loper. He's going to foul that one towards first base dugout. Count will remain 1-2.
First two batters fouling off a lot of pitches.
Yeah, he's Busby's kind of moving around, throwing a lot of fastballs early.
Yep.
You'll see what he does 1-2. There's a breaking pitch, and that's a
pitch
good
there.
pitch there that he got Loper to go fishing on and retired that on a nice breaking pitch. We just said he hadn't thrown a lot of them, but that one was a timely one.
I guess he knew when to do it, right?
That's right. He's waiting to do it. Griffin Wells, the shortstop's going to pitch, and I had said earlier we would see him tonight, and Peyton said, nope, we're going to wait and see him tomorrow. So I am mistaken. We'll see Mr. Wells tomorrow. First pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball.
That's something we'll discuss. Nobody's been able to answer. I don't know if you know the answer to. We'll wait on this pitch.
Here's a 1-0. That one's going to be lifted out into shallow right field.
That
Stockton's
might
going
be
over.
trouble,
Jamie is
and
going
it
to
is.
get there, and Jamie couldn't quite get there. Long run for the second baseman. He made a diving effort, but just not quite able to get there, but not his fault.
No, not at all. Just blooped that one in there. So the boys playing 3-game series in the district. Girls are only playing 2 games. I don't
And it's
understand
the
that.
same
It's
district,
same,
right?
Yeah.
And it is weird. I don't
And I
know
haven't
why.
been able to.
You know, we reduced the number of teams by 1 this year, and so that's why we went to a 3-game district.
Right.
We were playing them everybody 2, and then you came back and got them once. There's a called strike on the outside corner to number 34, and that's Melendez. But yeah, so it is funny. I didn't realize that the girls were playing 2-game series. That was going to be a high chopper to second base. Jamie's going to have to wait on it. He's going to pick it up, throw it over to first, and he will retire the last out in the inning. So get a single, but Pascagoula can't do anything with it. We'll head to the bottom of the first. No score.
Tackle your pain with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd, a former Maroon Tidesman, and his team of therapists provide one-on-one specialized care to help you and your athlete get back in the game. Dodd Therapy Center offers specialized post-operative care, manual spine techniques, trigger point dry needling, and spinal decompression traction for neck and back pain. Jamison is also specialized in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath. I almost said Devin, and I will say it before the night is over with, but as long as I don't call you Timmy, then
that's right.
Hopefully you can't say, be too angry at me. With Tommy along with Kevin here tonight at the Kirk as we're getting ready to head into the bottom of the first. No score so far. If you're just joining us, I want to remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune, where they are Picayune Maroon Tide proud. Stop by the main branch at 121 East Canal Street for all your banking needs. So Busby was able to coax a couple of get a strikeout, a ground out, single out into right field, but the next batter got to hit a chopper to second base, and Jamie was able to retire that out. So we'll head into the bottom of the first. Looks like the pitcher is number 30, Richard Ernest.
Yep.
Big left-hander. That's one thing that I would say Pascagoula has is some size.
Yeah, they do.
First baseman and the catcher, I know, has to play defensive end. They have some big youngins. And they had Parker Helm's going to lead it off for the Tide. They had a designated hitter that could play middle linebacker at Division I, I know. First pitch to Helton's going to be lifted out into shallow left field, but it's going to get out of play. First strike to Helton.
Little off-speed pitch there, but he tried to wait on it, but couldn't wait long enough.
I don't know if that was a changeup or a fastball. We'll see what happens here. Looks like that fastball is going to stay up. 76 on that one. So about like Mr. Lee, who I think is out in right field if I heard the lineup earlier tonight, Terry Lee. He was a pitcher the other night. He was throwing around 80. It was a 68-mile-an-hour curveball that Parker's going to take for a strike. Not overpowering, but they really kept us off balance
Yep.
with some breaking pitches. Got a few barrels, but not many. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Petey, he's going to swing and get fooled.
He really got fooled.
Yeah, he
on
was
that.
looking for something, and it wasn't a 68-mile-an-hour fat curveball. That's exactly what it wasn't. So 1 out, nobody on. Kyler King will be your batter.
It's the first time I've worked with all this fancy equipment,
I
man.
tell you what, we got stuff
kind of
everywhere.
feel important.
We got stuff everywhere, I can tell you. I don't know if we know how to operate any of it, but
I know
so if
I
we
don't.
stumble a little bit, give us a little grace. We got fingers touching that stuff everywhere here. Here's the first pitch to Kyler King. That's going to be called a strike. Mid-60s so far, Kevin. Nothing overpowering. They run a fastball up there about 75, so going to be stay back, stay back, stay back.
Yep.
That's what the coaches are going to be saying tonight. Here's the 0-1 to King. It's going to be outside for a ball. Looked to be in the same spot, but we got the benefit of that call. We'll take it.
Same spot being the left-handed batter's box.
That's right. Here's a 1-1 to King. He's going to foul that one off on the first base side of home plate. I'll run the count to 1-2. Got a pretty good crowd tonight at the Mosquito Den and the Gnat Den. Are they as bad over on the girls' side as they are over here? They have been awful this year.
I haven't noticed them, no.
Just
wonder
absolutely
why.
awful. I don't know why. They're bad at my house, too. Just terrible this year. We need a freeze. Here's a 1-2 to King. That's going to stay outside for a ball, 2-2. Just joining us, we're in the bottom of the first. No score so far. Gooley got one hit in the top of the first. King is going to get underneath a fastball and pop it up to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to settle underneath it and make the out, and that's just not being able to stay back on a 65-mile-an-hour breaking pitch. That's going to be tough tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, evidently. So maybe they'll read it as they go through the lineup. But, yeah, just not much speed to it. Like you say, not power, but just fooled him on that and jammed him and popped it up.
Morgan Kraft's going to step in now, the first baseman for the Maroon Tide. And you would think that, somebody throwing 65 or 70 would be easy to hit, but it's actually harder than you think.
Yeah.
When your timing is for mid-80s guy and you're throwing 65, that's tough to do. First pitch to Kraft's going to be up for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Kraft's going to hit that one hard out into left field over the third baseman's head, and he will round first with the first single for the Maroon Tide. Well, that's a good job of staying back there by Kraft.
Yeah, very much so. Morgan playing without his knee brace for the first time tonight, so it worked so far.
That's right. He felt that maybe it was holding him back a little bit, and he was ready to break out of it. I know that can be scary and exciting all at the same time.
Yep.
Jamie Lumpkin's going to step in now, hitting in a new spot in the fourth hole. Second baseman for the Tide. Here's the first pitch to him. He's going to stay outside for a ball. So a little bit different lineup than we have been seeing. Saw a little bit mix up the other night, and certainly worked with Helton as he went 4 for 5. So of course he remains at the top spot, and Jamie moves down from the top spot to the cleanup spot. He's going to take a breaking pitch inside for a ball, 2-0. Landon Watts, catcher, stands in the on-deck circle. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Lumpkin. That one's going to be outside for a ball, 3-0.
Yeah, I think catcher's got the idea that left-handed batter's box is not part of the strike zone. He's got them right the last few times.
Here's a 3-0 pitch. He's taken all the way, and it is low for ball 4. So on 4 pitches, Lumpkin will take first. Kraft will go down to second, and with 2 outs, catcher will stand in, Mr. Landon Watts. Watts has got plenty of power. He's the kind of guy that if you mess up here and elevate a fastball, he can lose it. And it would certainly be a pleasant way to start this thing off.
2-out, 3-run homer.
Here's the first pitch to Watts. That's going to be a 68-mile-an-hour breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Watts is a PRCC commit. Got a gaggle of folks going to be going up to the river next year.
Yeah, definitely.
Swing and a miss. And that
you
was
talk-
definitely a home run swing.
Yeah. You talk about a player that has developed. We talked about Tanner a while ago. Landon has come a long way the last 3 years, especially the last season and this season as far as a catcher. Does a great job behind the plate.
Always had a lot of raw talent, but sometimes it was unbridled, both in the plate and behind the plate, or in the box and behind the plate. But you're right, this year he has matured, and now he's got a lot of that talent and power under control.
Yep.
So absolutely good to see him grow into that body. Here's the 0-2. That's going to stay down low for a ball. Yeah, he is. He's got a gun, not afraid to use it.
Yep.
He's got a lot of power at the plate, but the past couple of years, he's struggled with just waiting on a pitch. He's done a much better job this year of being a little more patient. Still a little strikeout prone, but that's okay. Some guys are just prone to it. And but he will lose a baseball for you every now and then, too. That one's going to stay up high for a ball, 2-2.
You should see his little sister catch.
I can imagine. I saw her last year. She was a freshman last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
She's something else, too. A lot of talent in that family.
Yep.
I don't know where they get it from.
I don't either.
Definitely not from their stinking daddy.
Uh-huh.
Watts will step out. Pitcher will step off, and we'll redo it. Morgan Kraft's at second. Jamie Lumpkins at first. Landon Watts stands in here, 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be outside for a ball, so 3-2. As Ernest has struggled a bit landing that fastball. Walked Jamie on 4 pitches. Now got a 3-2 count to Watts. Cooper Moreau, third baseman, pitcher from the other night, stands in the on-deck circle. Here's a payoff pitch. Runners should be in motion. They are. And Watts is going to swing through a breaking pitch, and that will do it. So the Tide will leave 2 as we head to the top of the second. No score. You listen to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Dr. Hermaine Almonte, Chair of Surgery and Trauma Medical Director, Highland Community Hospital.
Over the last 10 years, the Highland Surgery Department have grown exponentially. We have been able to add multiple services to our surgery department, which includes urology, general surgery, advanced laparoscopic surgery, ENT, as well as ophthalmology.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most. For more information, go to highlandch.com.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
We're back here at the Kirk. Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath as we head into the top of the second. No score. Each team got a hit in the first inning, but not able to do anything. The Tide leave 2 there in the bottom half of the first. It was a big strikeout by Watts on a 3-2 pitch. I'll let you know that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown, by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, the place for all your banking needs. Miss Susan Wilson and her staff are ready to service you at their North Picayune branch on Cooper Road. Just off of exit 6. Go by and see Miss Susan for a loan. Terry Lee is playing right field tonight, who was the pitcher from the other night, will lead off second inning for Pascagoula against Tanner Busby. There's the first pitch. That one's going to be in there for a called strike. Busby, generally you can tell when he's on because he works quickly. Mm-hmm. If he's slowing down, then he just doesn't feel it. If he's working quick, he feels it. There's a foul by Terry Lee that will run the count to 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a breaking pitch, swing and a miss, and that was a good one, Kevin.
Landon threw that off the helmet of the batter.
Oh, did he? I was looking down trying to score.
Up in right field.
Landon's got a gun, and sometimes his sights get off just a little bit. But, yeah, you got to get out of the way if you're out. Landon says you need to go. So he tried to throw that one down to third base and skidded it off the top of the helmet, but it wasn't intentional. No harm, no foul. So 1 out. That's going to bring to the plate number 17, Tank Bishop. He's going to take the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Bishop. Be a fastball up high for a ball. If you're listening in, let us know. 601-590-5950. 601-590-5950. I'll be in there for a called strike. I know that Tyler and Paul are listening. Hey, Tyler, can't believe that you hadn't texted me yet. Usually if I miss you by this long, you already texted me.
What's happening, Tyler?
Hey, guys. Here's a 1-2. That's going to be chopped over to Moreau. Moreau's going to pick it up, throw across the diamond, and make it out. Good play there by Moreau. That was just off the plate. Big high chopper. Moreau has to come in. He makes the play, throws across the diamond, and records the second out of the inning. So with 2 down, nobody on, Braden Smith will be the hitter now for Pascagoula.
This is a little useless trivia or observation, but Tanner's always...
He squares the bunt, and Tanner throws it over his head. So that'll be 1-0 on that one.
Tanner has the build and the delivery of Bryce Ladner. I don't know if you remember him. He graduated with Coach Evan.
That one's going to be in there for a strike, so 1-1. Yeah, he does. He absolutely reminds me of him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Going to be outside for a ball, 2-1. Here's a pitch from Busby. That was going to be fouled off down the right field line. It'll get out of play. No play out there by Stockstill or by Kraft. We're in the top of the second. No score so far. Each team has a hit, no errors committed thus far. Here's a 2-2. That one's going to be bounced over to third. Moreau's going to pick it up, throw across the diamond to Kraft, and just like the previous batter, they will retire him. So the Pascagoula goes 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the second. We still got no score at the Kirk.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick-cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath back at the Kirk. Cooper Moreau is going to lead off the bottom of the second. I'll let you know that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where they'll always put you first. Stop by the South Branch and see Miss Tracy Acker on Memorial Boulevards for all your banking needs. Cooper retires 2 outs in the top of the second, and then he will lead it off here in the bottom of the second with a ball outside. That one's going to stay up high for a ball, 2-0.
Lefty on lefty here.
Pitch, that one's going to be down low for a ball, 3-0.
I'm assuming he'll look at a pitch here.
I would guess 3-0. Let's see what happens. He was taken all the way. That's the old 3-0 strike, but that was a strike.
Yep.
Here's a 3-1 to Coop. He's going to swing and hit one to right, and that one's going to get down on the right field line. So Coop will get his first hit of the night, and that's good for him. He's hit a couple of balls hard the last couple of weeks. Just failed to get one down.
Well, I won't say that one was hit the hardest, but it got down.
That's exactly right. We'll take it. Sometimes you just need anything to get out of a little bit of a slump.
Yep.
So with Cooper on first, nobody out, that'll bring the designated hitter to the plate, Landon Franklin. See if the Tide can get something going here. That 69-mile-an-hour fastball is freaking them out, Kevin. There's 0-1 to Franklin.
I mean, they're scared.
Just not sure where to go. Here's the 0-1, going to be a throw over to first. Coop was about 8.5 inches off the plate.
Yeah,
first.
I don't know why he dove back in just to get his uniform dirty, I guess.
He dove in, and the first base hit him at the knees down there, so he had to jump back. Here's the 0-1 to Franklin. It's going to be lifted out of play over the first base dugout.
Brought to you by the Moran family.
Landon's been put in a bunch of different situations this year, and he's done a good job. I don't know what his batting average is, but he seems like he's hit sometimes when he needed to and done a good job.
Yeah, I don't think his batting average is, where he would want it to be, but you're right, he's been clutch. He's got a few clutch hits for us, which has been good.
Yeah.
So he is exactly, done some good jobs, even though the numbers might not necessarily reflect what he's done. Sometimes it's hard to play that DH spot, too, to come off cold and come out there and step in the box and hit. It's hard to do. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be up high for a ball, 1-2. Still no score, bottom of the second. Picayune has a couple of hits. Pascagoula's one, nobody out. Cooper Moreau at first. 1-2 to Franklin. That one's going to stay up high for a ball, 2-2. Nice crowd. Pretty quiet crowd.
Yeah, it is quiet.
I don't think they had a whole lot to cheer for. I think they're ready. There's not a whole lot to cheer for just yet. See if Franklin can bust one loose and give him something. He is going to hit one, but that one's going to stay foul and get out of play.
Foul ball brought to you by Southern Enterprises Limited.
Count will remain 2-2. Stay back, stay back. That's what you got to say if you're the skipper tonight. Wait, and explode. We'll see what happens here, 2-2. Another throw over, and Cooper just wants to get dirty because he don't have to lay down to get back in. He may have got an 11-inch lead that time, but he's not a threat to steal over there.
No.
Not even a full body's length off the mound or off the plate. That one's going to be chopped foul. First baseman will swat it down over there by the first base coaching box. We'll do it again at 2-2. If you're listening, as I said, let us know, 601-590-5950. I'd like to hear from you. Here's a 2-2. That one's going to be down low. And they're going to be a delayed steal by Coop.
Good Lord.
And going to be ball 3, and then a delayed steal by Cooper. And almost got thrown out. But he just did slide in there, Kevin. It was close.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get Katie Ann to
teach him
do some speed drills or something.
He needs to get his transmission checked.
Yeah.
Something looked like it was hung up there.
Yeah.
He stands on second here with 3-2, nobody out. Here's a pitch to Franklin. We'll blame it on the sand. I'm sure they had to put sand down to drive all the water. That's what it was. Here's a 3-2. Franklin's going to hit that one to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to pick it up, throw across the diamond, and they are going to get the out at first. Cooper couldn't go anywhere because it was hit to the shortstop. And so that'll be a ground out by Franklin.
I thought for a second they was going to get deep enough in the 6th hole to get through, but it just wasn't quite hit hard enough to slide on through.
It got by the third baseman. He made a dive and attempt. He kind of kicked it over to the shortstop, and I thought so too. That maybe that would give enough chance for Franklin to get there, but it was main play, and Franklin was out. That's going to bring Brunson Stockstill, the right fielder, to the plate now. Cooper still at second, one out. First pitch is going to be up high for a ball. I don't know that we've barreled one up yet. So just may take us a time through the lineup to figure this guy out, see what we can do here. Just throwing it between 67 and 75. Not going to overpower you. That one's going to be low for a ball, 2-0. But so far, it's kind of baffled us. We've hit a couple of pop-ups and a couple of dribblers. Not much to show for it other than Morgan Kraft hit one on the
he
barrel.
only hit one. He hit one hard, but other than that, not much.
There's a 2-0 to Stockstill. Justin Stockstill stands on deck. Mr. Ernest is still worried about Cooper out there. It makes another throw to second. Or either he just wanted to show us that move.
Uh-huh.
Here's a 2-0 to Brunson. That was going to stay. Nope. They say it's caught the outside corner for a strike 2-1.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but the Maroon Tide softball's been leading West Harrison 4-2 in the top of the fourth for about 12 hours now. 24 hours now.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll play out of that one. I don't know if it's been raining down there or what's going on. Fouled off by Brunson.
It got to drizzling, and the umpire decided it was unsafe for the girls. I told him our girls were tough. They trained with the Maroon Tide football coaches. But
that'd be okay, huh?
But they decided to put the game on hold.
Are they going to play a doubleheader tomorrow, or what are they doing?
No, they got to go down there and play an inning and a half.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because he just got one left.
Yep.
Swinging a miss by Brunson as he swipes at an all-speed pitch, and he'll go down on strikes. So with 2 outs, Justin Stockstill will step in now. Cooper still at second. As he singled, start the inning off. A couple of strikeouts.
Number 2, Justin Stockstill.
Let's put us here with 2 outs and Coop at second. See what Stockstill can do here.
Joe, hate to leave that runner out there with no outs. Starting with no outs.
We'll be outside with a ball. Start off here. Yeah, you're right. Tide left 2 in the first inning. But I want to start making that a habit. That was our Achilles heel last year. I don't know how many we left on, but it had to have been about 14,000. Here's a 1-0, swinging a miss by Stockstill. He swings through a fastball. Here's a 1-1. That one's going to be lifted out into shallow center field, and the center fielder's going to make it. So thought it may get down, but center fielder made a good play to go to his right and into left center field. So we'll finish up 2 here. Still got no score. We'll be back heading into the top of the third.
At Sonic Drive-In of Picayune, Tuesday after 5 p.m. till close is Family Night with half-off cheeseburgers. Sonic Drive knows how hard it is sometimes to feed your whole family, and we want to give you a break on Tuesday nights. Half-price cheeseburgers. It's how Sonic Drive-In helps you feed your family. Remember that Sonic Drive-In of Picayune on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North is happy eating at its best. Tuesday's Family Night with half-price cheeseburgers. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune.
When you wake up with an aching back or sore neck, Dr. Debbie Moore with Moore Chiropractic Clinic suggests you consider making simple changes in your sleeping position to alleviate unnecessary strain on your body. According to the American Chiropractic Association and Dr. Debbie Moore, it's best to sleep on your back or side because laying on your back or side allows your head, neck, and spine to relax into their natural alignment. This will help you wake up pain-free and feeling rejuvenated. Moore Chiropractic Clinic. We've got your back.
Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath back at the Kirk. We head to the top of the third inning. No score so far. Tide's got a couple of hits. Left 3 on base, but nothing to show for it. We do want to remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where they always put the customer first. Go by and see Miss Chantel Thady at the West Canal branch for all your banking needs. So we'll head into the top of the third. Mr. Busby. His first pitch to, is this number 5?
Yep.
Matthew Ditzworth is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. That one's going to be fouled off. First strike, 0-2.
Yeah, I think we made it through the lineup that last inning. Everybody should have seen him once, I believe. Or
Justin is the last batter. That's right. So we'll start over here. That was
everybody's
stay up high for a ball.
Been watching all these pitches and able to catch up to that 68-mile-an-hour fastball.
It's a toughie. Here's the 2-1-2, and that's going to be fouled off. Count will remain 1-2. Busby working quick. That usually means he's in the zone. He's running it anywhere from 85 to 87 so far on the gun. Hadn't thrown a whole lot of breaking pitch so far, but honestly hasn't had to.
Yeah.
You know. There's a fastball. Hit it, or we'll see if you can hit it. And if you do something with that, we'll show you something else. But so far, he's been able to stay ahead of the Panther hitters. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be lifted on the right side. Watts goes back, and he makes the play. That's a difficult play right there, Kevin.
Yep, that's good. Go backwards, and always everybody wants to run ahead of it, but it's always going to spin back towards the field, so he did a good job adjusting there.
That's right.
The batter, number 23, Stephen Avila.
Stephen Avila will be the batter now for Pascagoula. He squares to bunt and takes the first pitch as a strike. Yeah, that's a tough pitch when it's fouled, when it's popped straight up because it's got a lot of backspin on it.
Yep.
He's in there for a called strike 0-2. And you're right, most catchers will overrun that ball. Watts is pretty experienced, though. He hung back, let the ball come back to him. That was going to be up. Oh, no, called strike 3.
Strike.
Looked to be a little up.
Well,
Got a big zone tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a little up, but, just watching that sequence there, 3 strikes. He went inside, outside, and then come across plate. Maybe a little high, but still.
Too close, 0-2.
Yeah. He's moving his pitches around pretty good.
Adrian Rosado will hit now with 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter, I believe he is. And that will be in there for a called strike, 0-1. That one's going to be in there for a strike. So good. Busby's just filling the zone up.
Yeah, good framing job there by Landon, too.
Here's the 0-2 as Busby is working quickly. That one's going to be in there for a called strike 3. So
he's working
very
now.
quickly. Busby goes 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the bottom of the third. There's still no score here at the Kirk. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Pearl River Community College has been providing a quality education to the people of South Mississippi and beyond for the past 110 years. If you or a family member is an alumnus of this great institution, we invite you to support future PRCC students through the PRCC Foundation Scholarship Program. Honor or memorialize a loved one or identify your support for the college by creating a scholarship through the PRCC Foundation with your tax-deductible financial gift. Call Delana Harris with the PRCC Foundation office at 601-403-1191 and make a financial investment in a young person's future at Pearl River Community College.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
We head to the bottom of the third here at the Kirk. Picayune taking on the Pascagoula Panthers. We got no scores so far, but we're turning over the lineup, Kevin, and I'm hoping we can do something a little bit different our second time through. Parker Helton is going to lead it off. I'll let you know that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune. Our hometown means the best service around with 4 locations in Picayune to serve you. Kevin, to say it nicely, we struggled a bit that first time through the order.
Yeah, except for the one hit. Well, let me just say Cooper got a hit, and it counts as a hit. But as far as hitting the ball hard, Morgan was the only one to get something on it. And it just the rest of them were just really fooled by his you can't say he's got an off speed because everything's off speed.
Yeah, just not throwing hard.
Yeah,
mid-70s fastball and a high 60s breaking pitch.
Yeah.
The first pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0 to Helton. Hitting in the leadoff spot for the second time this week. Went 4 for 5 the other night, and he hits one down the line, but it's going to get just foul. Thought that may be the spark that we needed. That would have been definitely extra bases down the first base line, but it just foul over there. So a loud strike.
I got a little carried away there. I thought for sure it was going to be fair.
It was close. Here's the 1-1 to Helton. That one's going to stay up high for a ball. 2-1. Speaking of Helton, his grandmother texted in and let us know she's listening. And she's my most favoriteest grandma on the radio. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on the radio, she's my most favorite one. You know why?
Why is that?
She brought us a big box of Butter Crunches last year
Absolutely.
at the end of the year. So I tell you what, so she is a fabulous grandma. We love Miss Bourgeois. And all of that, while we're talking about Butter Crunches, is going to draw a visit from the Pascagoula coach. He's going to walk out and have a conversation with his pitcher. And what do you think he's telling him here, Kevin? Looked like he was kind of doing okay, but I don't know if there was anything.
Yeah,
didn't look like he was hurt, but maybe is this just a, hey, this is the second time through the lineup, or some strategery that's happening? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what he'd be telling him. He's down 2-1 in the count, but he's run through the lineup pretty well. Just maybe like you say, he's telling them, hey, they're going to start reading you a little bit, need to move it around a little. I don't know exactly what he'd be telling them.
Well, it was a short visit. He heads back to the dugout, and Mr. Ernest will step back on the mound. Parker Helton will step back into play. It's 2-1 here, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Helton's going to lift that one down the left field line, but it'll get out of play. The count will remain, or no, the count will go to 2-2. As we said, good crowd tonight. They're just waiting on something to cheer about.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't given them a whole lot so far. That one's going to be down low for a ball, 3-2. Yeah, I saw Helton pitching in the junior varsity game as I came up and was getting situated. He's going to lift that one to short, but it's not going to be far enough or high enough. So Helton hit that one off the end of the bat and just not very hard.
Just not barreling it up. That was just a little blooper to the shortstop. So whatever coach told him, it worked.
It worked. Yeah, he hit the skinny part of the bat down around their hands. That's what he told him, and so far it's been a pretty good job. So Kyler King will step in now for the Tide. He'll hit with nobody out, or nobody on him, 1 out.
Boy, if Kyler
going to be in there for a strike.
If he could barrel one, look how shallow the outfield is.
Yeah, they don't give him a lot of respect, I can tell you. And none of those spots out there, no respect. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be out for a ball. So 1-1 to King. Yeah, all three outfielders are playing very shallow.
Yep.
Kyler can burn you if he can get one barreled up. I'll take that one down low for a ball, 2-1.
Now, do y'all go to Pascagoula, or is the game here tomorrow?
To Pascagoula.
Yeah. Or not y'all.
Yeah. Picayune will travel to Pascagoula tomorrow for a 3:30 contest at Pascagoula. King's going to hit that one out into right center field, and I think it's going to get by. It does. The center fielder, who actually made that a lot closer than I thought he was. He had a long way to go.
Yeah, he was pretty fast, but again, if he'd have been playing normal depth, I think he would have gotten to it a lot easier. Made a diving attempt, but fell out of his glove.
So that's going to be a double for King, as the center fielder gave it a chase, but just couldn't quite get there in the right field power alley. So he'll stand at second with 1 out. Morgan Kraft will step in now for the Tide. Dual PRCC commit, both football and baseball, for next year. And he started off this game with a single to left. Let's see what he can do here. King's going to go to third, and there's going to be no throw. So King got a really good jump. Yeah, he had kind of looked at him and sized him up, and he was just waiting on him to pitch. So wasn't even close. So now Kyler stands at third with 1 out. Corners are in. That one's going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, I think Kyler had been studying him from the dugout. He had him sized up. Here's the 1-1. Kraft, that one's going to be down low for a ball, 2-1.
Here. Let's see if Morgan can barrel this one up.
Be a good chance to get a fastball here. Good count. He does, and he was way out at, no, it was actually a breaking pitch, 61 miles an hour, and Kraft tried to stay back, just couldn't do it, fouled it off. It's almost a softball style pitch there, so that'll run the count to 2-2. And I wouldn't believe it would be 61 if we didn't have the radar gun set up to actually see it. He's definitely fooled the Tide so far. So first and third still in. Here's a 2-2. That's going to be down low for a ball, 3-2.
I don't know who put this window frame in, but
they put it right in the wrong spot.
Put it right in the wrong spot, that's for sure.
I'll try to move over here and give you a little
should have asked them. I mean, they should have asked me.
They could have put one in frameless windows in.
Yeah.
Didn't have one. Swing and a miss by Kraft. He swipes at a 60-mile-an-hour breaking pitch. Just can't do anything with it, so that'll be 2 outs for the Tide. King still stands down at third. Jamie Lumpkin will step in here now. Tide have left 3 in 2 innings. Standing on the bases. Let's don't do it again here, guys. Let's do something, Jamie. See if we can drive in a run. That one's going to be down low for a ball because we just don't want to let these guys hang around.
Absolutely.
We've had plenty of opportunity to run away with this one. Let's go ahead and do it. Here's the 1-0, the Lumpkin. First and third is backed up. They'll step off and throw over to third, but it wasn't really close.
Yeah, he's either trying to get him to balk or
throw it
away.
Yeah. So here's the 1-0. That one's going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. We're kind of cross-sectioned here behind the plate, but those pitches look out to us. But I will say that he is consistent. He's consistently calling them out there, so they may be very close. We're not looking directly behind home plate from our angle. Here's the 1-1. That one's going to be down low for a ball, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Picayune has 3 hits. They've left 3 on, but so far nothing to show for it. We're still scoreless here. Pascagoula has 1 hit to their credit. That one's going to be hit hard out into left field, and they sent that one about 40 feet over a left fielder who was playing in at 9 and 10-year-old distance. And maybe that'll back them up just a little bit. There's Jamie will double in Kyler King for the first run of the game for the Tide, and that was something we needed a while ago. So
yeah, absolutely. I was just fixing to say, Jamie just needs to sit back, not do too much, and wait on it and drill it somewhere, and he did just that.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball. Left fielder did move back a little bit, so maybe that'll cause them to take a few steps back. But they're still not very deep.
No.
Still not a lot of respect for the Maroon Tide offense here. Landon Watts will step in now. Catcher will hit with 2 outs. And Jamie standing down at second. Watts needs to do the same thing, just wait back and get a fastball to hit hard. The pitch is going to stay up high for a ball, 2-1. But the left-hander, the crafty left-hander from Pascagoula has done a pretty good job of baffling the Tide the first 1.5 times through the lineup. He's given up 4 hits, but only 1 run so far. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Watts. That one's going to be fouled off. And he counts 2-1.
On-site asphalt.
Watts is 0 for 1 with strikeout so far. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's going to be called a strike on the outside part of the plate, 2-2.
Yeah.
Maroon Tide faithful. They want to get into it, Kevin. They're trying to here after that hit by Jamie. That one's going to stay up high for a ball. Jamie's going to steal third.
He got a jump too.
Yeah, they're sizing him up, and he's pretty predictable, and that's one of the things you don't want to do as a pitcher is get predictable. And you can't do the same thing every time or you'll give up a lot of stolen bases.
Yep.
So Jamie picked that one up pretty quick. He stands down at third, but you still got to do something here. 3-2, 2 outs. Here's a payoff pitch to Watts. That one's going to be called strike 3 right down the middle. And so Watts will strike out for the second time tonight. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Tide finally crosses one off the list, but we still left 4 so far on base. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Physical therapy has evolved into specialized care for patients suffering from Parkinson's disease. Dr. Jamison Dodd with Dodd Therapy Center in Picayune is LSVT Big certified for treatment of Parkinson's disease. LSVT Big trains people with Parkinson's to use their body more normally and improves movements for any activity, whether small motor tasks like buttoning a shirt or large motor tasks like getting up from a sofa or chair or maintaining balance while walking. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call today at 769-242-2636 or stop by at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune.
Abby Turnage, lead mammography technologist, Highland Community Hospital.
Mammograms are important because they help us do early detection. A mammogram is never going to keep you from getting breast cancer, but early detection is what is going to make you have your best possible outcome. We want you to get your mammogram as early as possible, and you should have those yearly beginning at age 40.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most.
Tanner Busby heads out for his 4th inning of work here at the Kirk as Picayune leads Pascagoula 1-0 as we head into the top of the 4th, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune. Checking, savings, loans, mortgages. If you need it, they've got it. F&B Picayune, your hometown bank. So far, Busby's been pretty good, Kevin.
Yeah, doing a great job, actually. I was just looking here, 38 pitches, and 30 of those are strikes, so not wasting many pitches for sure. And as I say that, he throws a ball.
That's okay. It was close. He's going to throw one inside to Loper, the catcher for Pascagoula. He hasn't wasted a whole lot. You're right, 30 out of 39. That's a pretty good average. There he goes with a called strike on the outside part of the plate. So 1-1. Doing it with a lot of fastballs too, Kevin. Not a lot of breaking pitches.
That was going to be my next point is he's just throwing strikes to him with fastball.
There's another to Loper. So 1-2 now. Yeah, it's pretty much there it is. Hit it. See if you can do anything with it. We'll give you something different if you can. Here's the 1-2. Loper fouls that one off. Count will remain 1-2.
Yeah, so far they've proven not to be able to, so why go away from it?
That's right. Just fill up the zone, do it quickly, get your team back in, and see if they can keep hitting for you. There's a breaking pitch up high for a ball. 2-2. Second game of the season, of the district season for the Tide. That was a foul ball. Count will remain 2-2. A 10-run rule Pascagoula Tuesday night in Pascagoula, 11-1. Sort of a similar game. It was pretty close early, and then the Tide ran away in the 6th inning and scored 8 to put the game away. That one's going to be, I thought he was going to swing, but he held up. Gets away from Watts, but it doesn't matter. Count will be 3-2 now to the catcher Loper. Here's the payoff. That was going to be inside for a ball. So the first walk of the game will be issued to the catcher Loper.
Yeah, we talked about his efficiency and jinxed him.
Yeah, all those pitches were pretty close except for one, but he does issue his first walk of the game. Griffin Wells will step in now for Pascagoula as the umpire gets a bag full of refilled balls.
The update on the Robertson boys' injuries?
I see Brady was the one that walked him out, and Brady, I think, is progressing ahead of schedule so far. So I think they're talking about within a few weeks he'll come back. There's a throw over to first by Busby, and no play over there. So he is back. But, yeah, it looks like Brady is doing well. I've not heard about Colt. I think he's progressing well. So I think good news, but I haven't heard official start dates yet. And I know that the Tide coaching staff and the parents aren't necessarily interested in rushing them back.
Yeah.
Got a little time, and so far the Tide's been doing pretty well. I know they want them back in the lineup. Certainly would love to have both of them back in the lineup because they feel great needs for the Tide, but we want to make sure they're healthy first.
Absolutely.
There's a foul ball off the right side for Pascagoula. That'll run the count to 1-1. Nobody out. You got a runner at first here. Tide leads this one 1-0 in the top of the 4th. Busby has his second base runner of the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's going to hit him off the helmet. So he'll have his second base runner of the game. Just tried to run inside on a fastball and got a little too far in.
Yep, just it's like trying to do a little too much.
Yeah, sometimes you can get a little too fine and you can start to miss.
Yep.
J.K. Trinidad, the courtesy runners at second base.
That'll going to bring up Denzel Melendez from Pascagoula.
Played first baseman, 34, Denzel Melendez.
He'll hit with 2 on here, nobody out. So for the first time, Picayune has a little bit of a jam to pitch out of. Busby does. See what he can do.
Get back in that groove he was in the third inning.
That's right. He's been filling up the zone. We got Morgan Kraft and Cooper coming in on the corners, and that one's going to hit him off the head too. So that's 2 pitches off the head of the batter. And we got bases loaded. We got a full jam now here.
Got a little challenge here.
Full jam. So that's going to draw
nobody out.
That's going to draw a visit by the skipper out to talk to Tanner. I'm going to step away here for just a moment. While we do, we'll head back here to the top of the 4th. We got a full-blown jam happening at the Kirk.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
So that was a short visit by the skipper. Evan Nicholson, as he comes out, has a word with Tanner Busby. And everybody takes their spot. And we got bases loaded, nobody out here. It's going to square to bunt the first pitch, and that's going to be in there for a ball. I thought it was a strike, but he said no.
He called a ball.
So Terry Lee squares around for Pascagoula. Right fielder pulls it back. And so we got 1-0 here. Corners are in. Infielder, the middle infielders are back. That one's going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. So it looks like Terry wants to, either he's faking or he wants to do some sort of suicide squeeze here with the bases loaded. We'll see. He looks like a slash, pulls it back, and that one's going to be in there for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah,
if I'm honest, I hate that play worse than any in baseball, the slash.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like it.
Yep.
Here's the 1-2 to Lee. That one's going to be down low for a ball. Nothing wrong with it. Picayune does it too. I don't like the play in general for anybody.
I agree.
I think it's unsafe. But it is legal, and it's perfectly fine to do it. There's a 2-2 that's going to be in there for a strike. 3 to Lee. Watts wanted to throw it down to first, but wasn't nobody there, and I don't think the umpire would have called it. So Morgan was kind of in on the grass, and Jamie couldn't get there in time. So first, the kid on first was off, Melendez, but just nothing to do with it.
Well, that strikeout helped.
So we got 1 out now here. Bases loaded. That one's going to be hit right back at Tanner. He's going to go home for 1. Watson's going to go down to first and turn the double play. So that is a 1-2-3 double play if you're scoring from home. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. If Picayune gets out of a full-blown jam, bases loaded, nobody out, but they get a strikeout in the double play. Now we got a baseball game, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick-cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Picayune escapes a full-blown jam there. Bases loaded, nobody out with a strikeout and a 1-2-3 double play. They retire the side and head here into the bottom of the fourth. Cooper Moreau is going to lead off the Tide here, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank. FMB Picayune, come by the main branch and see Miss Sheila Cooper and Linda Penton. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. That could have been ugly, Kevin.
Yeah, bases loaded, nobody out, a big strikeout to get the first out, and then the huge play, well, by Tanner also, but Landon Watts. I was thinking, hey, just be safe, get this out at home, and let's get the third out. And he just come up and fired down to first and got the third out on the double play.
Watts says, I got a hose, and I just been waiting to show it off. I wanted to throw it down to first 4 times, and there was nobody down there to wait, so he's been hankering to throw it to first all innings. He finally got the opportunity to complete the double play. Catcher Loper's going to head out and talk to his pitcher here, Richard Ernest.
That's a stout young man catcher.
It is. He and the first baseman and the designated hitter, I don't think he's hitting a 9. Them kids are big.
Yep.
Big. So Cooper will step in here, lead off the fourth. Had a base hit last time up. That was at 60-mile-an-hour fastball is going to be up high for a ball. And I'm not joking. That's what it is, up high and 60. Tide have struggled here just to hit a 75-mile-an-hour fastball. And, we kind of laugh and joke, but it's hard to do when you got your timing on an 85-mile-an-hour fastball and you see a 65-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah.
It's hard. So we're joking, but we realize it's hard. Here's a 2-0. Cooper's going to hit that one hard right at the first baseman. He does a good job of making the play. He'll grab it himself, step over to first, and step on the back. So Cooper hit that one on the ball, on the nose, but just right at somebody.
That's the crazy thing about baseball. His first at bat just looped one into right field, not hit very hard, and he hit the cover off of that one right to the first baseman.
Landon Franklin will step in now with 1 out and nobody on. Side designated hitter swings and miss that one. Mr. Jeff Stockstill listening in from across the bay over in Eastern Shore.
Yeah, he takes me at.
That one's going to be hit hard out into center field. Is it going to get over his head? It does.
I mean,
that's going to be in the same spot in the right center field. Franklin's going to come motoring into second. There's going to be a play, but he's in there. Yeah, I'm with you. Saying about the third time, I'd probably back up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But they're not. They have no respect for the outfield. That ball should have been routine, honestly. It was hit hard, but it should have been routine.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty deep, but if you're playing in regular position, regular depth, I mean, drift over and catch it.
Well, the Tide will take advantage of that. So we got another runner on here. Brunson Stockstill will step in. 1 out. Franklin at second. See if we can add to the lead. 5 hits now for the Tide. 1 run, no errors. Here's a pitch to Stockstill. That's going to be outside for a ball.
Gary says he has his Picayune Eye Clinic glasses on. You can see that picture flaring it up there.
Step off by the pitcher. Speaking of, Mr. Ernest, he'll turn around and run Franklin back to first. If you're listening or watching us, let us know. 601-590-5950. 590-5950. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Brunson. It's going to be up high for a ball. 2-0. Got some numbers on Mr. Ernest so far, what he's done. Kevin?
74 pitches, 38 of those have been strikes. Faced 16 batters. He's had 5 hits, 1 run, 1 of those earned, or that one earned. Only 1 walk though. 5 strikeouts.
So not a bad line, honestly. Just scattered 5 hits, but as you're right, only one run given up. See what he can do here with 1 out. 3-0 now to Brunson. Landon Franklin stands at second. He's going to throw that one off the foot of the second baseman.
Oh.
And I thought Franklin was going to go, but he gets halfway, and I don't know if he got the stop sign.
He got held up.
The stop sign, so he didn't get a good jump. So there was a spin move by the pitcher. He throws into the shortstop. It hits the shortstop's foot and goes out into right field, but it didn't go really deep. And so Franklin didn't get a good look at it. When he started to run, Coach Evan put the stop sign up, and that's a safe move.
Foot.
Yeah, it's not. He runs like a guard, and it's okay. That one's going to be up high for a ball. So that'll put runners at first and second. Yeah, it's better to be safe. I agree. You'd like to see him get down there, but if you're unsure, there's no reason to get thrown out at second with 1 out. I
don't think Evan had a good view on where the ball was. I think even with his speed, he could have made it, but we'll save an out.
We're going to get a courtesy, our pinch runner for Landon. Ben Bird will go into third. And so that's going to draw also another visit by the Pascagoula coach. We'll hang on to it right here as the Tide now have runners at first and second. Justin Stockstill is going to step in here for the Tide, left-handed hitting left fielder. And so I think your strategy is pretty simple here. If you're Justin, hit it on the ground somewhere, preferably in line drive into the outfield, but hit it on the ground, preferably to the right side if you can do that.
Yep.
Stay out of the double play and move the runners up. We'll see what he can do here. Justin has struggled a little bit this year. He was a scrappy hitter last year and was not afraid to go deep in the count. And he's struggled just a bit this year, but he still has that same spirit. He's not afraid to go deep, and he's not an easy out. So it'll be a good time for him to bust out of a little bit of a slide he's been in early part of the season. He'll step in here with 2 on, 1 out. First baseman is in. Middle infielders are back.
We don't bunt much, but if you could bunt it down third base.
Yeah, the third baseman is not in. The first baseman is in on the grass. Third baseman's playing back behind the bag 4 or 5 feet. So you're right, lots of room down there at third base. If Justin could poke it down there, you're right, he could run for a while. Here's the 1-0. They're going to throw it back to second, and they got him. That was another good spin move by Rashard Ernest, and they catch the pinch runner Ben Bird at second. Just caught him leaning too far off out there, Kevin, and got thrown out.
Yeah, you get to looking at, you see what Kyler did and what Jamie did, but they've kind of moved their middle infielders closer to the bag and paying more attention to the runners, so he just got caught leaning.
And you wonder if that's what the visit was, the coach was about there, was having that conversation. Hey, let's get this dude and let's stop them from stealing so many bases. 1-1 now to Justin.
Yeah, that's a big out for them.
That one's going to stay up high for a ball. 2-1. Yeah, that takes a runner out of scoring position. Brunson Stockstill still stands down at first, but you took away a double by Franklin. Here's a 2-1. That's going to be down low for a ball. 3-1. We'll have a Paul's Pastry Shop, Mardi Gras Cafe trivia question coming up in the next inning. We've also had a Sonic player of the game. Kevin will pick that when we get done here. Throw over to first. Brunson back in there easily.
Let's think about that peanut butter burger.
I have not tried that yet.
I haven't either.
I don't know. The way you talked about it, I don't know if I want to eat it. It doesn't sound
after that introduction.
They lived up to that or not. It's very interesting sounded, but I haven't got to try it yet. Here's a 3-1.
Yep, sure did.
Balk. And so, yeah, he double clutched, and you can't do that. So Brunson will move down to second on the balk. No pitch to Justin. So 3-1, 2 outs will remain. But we got runners on second. Here's a 3-1.
Got to take advantage, though.
Yeah, still got to do something here. Certainly would love to turn the lineup over. That one's going to be down low for a ball. So Justin will get a walk. That'll turn it over to Parker. Center fielder for the Tide tonight is 0 for 2. 1 strikeout, ground out. went 4 for 5 the other night. This is a good place for our breakout hit here.
Sir.
2 outs. Here's a pitch. That one's going to be up high for a ball. So we're in the bottom of the 5th. The bottom of the 4th, I'm sorry. 1-0 here. Tide leads this one. Runner on first and second. 2 outs. Tide have 5 hits so far. No errors. 1 hit, no runs, and no errors for Pascagoula. They played a little cleaner defense than they did the other night. They had given up several errors and several walks and been very detrimental to them. So a lot cleaner game so far by Pascagoula. That was going to be in there for a strike. 2-1.
Go, Clark!
Looks like they're paying a lot more attention to Brunson at second again. See if they're going to draw a throw over to him. Brunson's going to go. That's going to be up high, and Brunson's going to steal the base. So
he still did it.
Yeah, they did pay attention, but he got predictable. It looks like it's one look and then goes to the plate. And when he does that a couple times in a row, Picayune has done a very good job of zoning in on that and stealing the base. So we'll see what happens here with 3-1. Do you send Justin here at 3-1?
I think I would.
All right, let's see what happens. 2 outs, runners at first and third. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Helton. Justin does not go. That ball's going to be down low for a ball, so it doesn't matter.
Nope.
So we got bases loaded now for Kyler King, and if you're a Maroon Tide fan, this is the guy you want with the bat in his hands in a big spot. And this is a spot for the Tide to break it open here. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
I still just can't get over. Look where that center fielder is.
Yeah, still no love for King at all. He's playing in 11, 12-year-old distance. That's going to draw another visit for the Pascagoula Panthers, and that means they're going to change pitchers. So we'll step away here. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
We'll hear about
Sonic Drive-Ins introduces their all-new flavor combo, the Peanut Butter and Bacon Super Sonic Double Cheeseburger. That's right, Sonic Drive-In's latest flavor combo combines peanut butter and bacon and layers it between 2 beef patties, peanut butter, crispy bacon, grilled onions, and melty cheese on a toasted bun. Stop by today and try one for yourself at Sonic Drive-In on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North. Go ahead, push that red button for happy eating at its best. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune.
We got your back, hey. Back pains and injuries, Dr. Moore understands. No more pain, no more hurting. She just uses her hands. She got the #1 clinic that I recommend. She has a lovely crew too, and they'll fit you right up. So call Dr. Moore when that pain gets rough. Cause we got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. Moore Chiropractic Clinic, located at 6682 Highway 11 North, Suite 103, Carroll, Mississippi, 39426. We got your back, hey.
Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath. We're back at the Kirk. We got the bases full of Tidesmen. Kyler King's going to step in here. New pitcher is going to be number 16, Willie Sims for Pascagoula. We'll give you a final line here in a few minutes on Richard Ernest. Brunson Stockstill stands at third. Jamie Lumpkin stands at second. And Parker Helton stands at first. Kyler King will step in here with 2 outs. The Tide have threatened in every inning, but they've struggled a bit to drive in some runs. See what King can do here in a big spot.
Yeah, this is time for him to step up. I don't think that's Jamie at second.
Who is that? Is that Justin? You're Justin. That's right. My bad.
Stockstill, I believe.
Thank you for correcting me. I can't see that far. They all look the same from up here. If I don't remember who it is, I can't go visually.
Yeah, this is
rough to get old.
This is really the time for Kyler to step up. Senior, bases loaded, 2 outs. Let's score some runs.
That one's going to be – I thought it hit him.
Almost.
But I thought it hit him. King did too. He froze, but just couldn't quite get it to come in and clip his shirt. So 1-0 to King. Willie Sims going to throw here. He's a right-hander, and that one does hit King.
He's going to make him
He's
stay.
going to make him stay because King jutted his elbow out a little bit. It wasn't much, but it was a little bit. He jutted it, so King knows it. No argument from Coach Evans is going to walk down, but this is just a courtesy discussion. You know, he's just protecting King because it was fairly obvious that he stuck it out. King didn't say anything. He knew he did it. If you can get away with it, it's good work.
I don't think he had to.
Yeah, I think it would have hit him too. I think you're right.
If he just kept turning, it would have.
Right. But you can give that quick motion where you jut it, and so he did, and so that's going to be a ball. So that's going to be.
And I believe Pascagoula's coach is arguing if he stuck his elbow out, was that a strike over the?
We'll see what the count is he gives us here.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. I was kind of wondering that myself.
We'll see what the umpire holds up here. Shane and Tanya Stockstor listening in.
I don't know what
we're going to have a discussion. There's really no reason to discuss.
Yeah,
it's a rule.
Field umpires, I don't.
But he'll walk out there, and that'll give us a chance to maybe just talk about that a bit. I think you're right that I don't think Kyler had to jut it out there. He probably would have hit him anyway. But he's trying to be aggressive and walk in and run. I know honestly, if you'd ask him, he'd rather hit. So
this is where he comes back and just needs to drill one.
That's right. So not terribly hard here from Willie Sims either. He's throwing low 70s also. Looks like he is a class of 26, so that would make him a sophomore, right?
Looks like he's a
young kid.
Yeah.
Got a lot of young kids. A lot of young kids on this team. So, coach is now getting another explanation from the umpire down at close to first base, so we'll see what they come back with. It doesn't look like he's overjoyed with the explanation, Kevin.
I don't know.
What he can.
You can say
discussion. We'll see. My Picayune Eye Clinic glasses said it was obvious jut out, and so we'll see what they could be discussing. We'll see what the count is. He didn't give me any fingers here.
Yep.
All right, that one's going to be down low for a ball, so 3-0. So in that regard, they must have called that no pitch. Now Kyler's asking some kind of for clarification, and Coach Evan is getting clarification too. It's 3-0, so they would have said that pitch was no pitch. Only way the count could be 3-0 that hit Kyler. So here's a 3-0. That one's going to be in for a ball 4. So Kyler will get an RBI walk, but that's not really what he wanted to do, I can tell you.
Yeah.
He wanted to hit, just didn't get anything close, honestly. So they'll drive in Brunson. Morgan Kraft will step in now. Base is still loaded, a tiesman. 2 outs.
Pascagoula coach still upset about something about that last call because he's upset about that non-strike call, but it was inside.
Yeah. Kraft's going to take a curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Infield back, 2 outs. Kraft's going to lift that one towards first base, and it's going to get out of play. 0-2 quickly to Kraft. Sims, a sophomore here, right-hander. Relieve the left-hander Ernest, who was a junior and now a sophomore. Sims is pitching here, right-hander. That one's going to be hit on the ground towards third. Third baseman will pick it up, step on the bag, and he will retire the third out of the inning. So Picayune does get one. They do so on one hit. We head to the top of the 5th, tied up 2-0.
Welcome to the River, where education meets excellence. Join the Wildcat family and dive into our lively campus. Make friends, join clubs, get involved, and create memories. Experience academic excellence with our dedicated faculty. Explore cutting-edge facilities designed for your success. Choose PRCC for an education that shapes your future. Pearl River, where you can roar with champions.
Tommy Upton and Kevin Hedgepath back here at the Kirk as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Maroon Tide leads us with 2-0. They do so on 5 hits and no errors. No runs, 1 hit for Pascagoula, and no errors First pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Come by the main branch and see one of our friendly loan officers, Keith Robinson, Judy Lowry, Audrey Spears, David Levy, Christina Ladner, Amy Kirkland, Julie Jackson, Colin Thompson. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. Kevin, you want to give us the final line on Mr. Ernest here as he gets lifted in that fourth inning by the Tide?
Yeah, Mr. Ernest had 3.2 innings pitched, had 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 of those earned, 4 base on balls, and 5 strikeouts. So not a really bad night by Ernest. He just, coach felt it was time to pull him, but I'm gonna tell you, it's 4th inning, and it's 2-0.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot closer than it should be, quite honestly.
And we've left a lot of runners on base.
That's exactly right. J.J. Trinidad lead this off for Pascagoula. So he takes the first pitch and fouls it off for a strike, 0-1. Here's Busby's 0-1 pitch. That's going to be in there for no ball.
Oh, wow.
Would look pretty good from here.
Yeah.
Well, no call by the umpire, so 1-1 to Trinidad, left-handed hitting outfielder. That one's going to be grounded to third. Cooper's going to pick it up, throw across the diamond, and it's going to be safe.
Yep.
Morgan did all he could do to stretch out. That one just kicked off of Cooper's glove, didn't field it cleanly. So how are you going to score that one, Kevin? You give an
that's
air?
got to be air.
Got to be an air.
It looked like he just kind of took his eye off of it right at the last minute. Slung his glove out there.
Just couldn't quite get it. So
yeah.
Leadoff batter will get on once again for Pascagoula. That'll bring up Matthew Ditzworth for Pascagoula. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes the first pitch up high for a ball. We'll give you the Pulse Pastry Shop Mardi Gras Cafe trivia question after this half inning. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Ditzworth.
That foot's outside the batter's box, Blue.
There's an out and another out. All right, good job there.
No, shoot. Sorry to holler enough, but he called him safe.
Yep.
He called him safe, so tag.
How can he call him safe? Let's describe what happened first. There's a lot of things happening here. So that was a bunt. That was a bunt by Busby. I'm sorry, a bunt that was towards first base. Busby makes a diving catch. I got it on replay if they want to see it. Busby makes a diving catch, catches it so the runner is out, then throws it to first. The runner was off of first base and got him out, so it was a double play. And it was actually the runner should have been out. Why, Kevin? It should have been out from the start.
So here's what I think he saw, or what I saw. So Tanner reached out with his glove and caught it. So with the back of his hand to the ground. And I think it did bounce out, but he got his throwing hand and caught the ball and came up and
That's
fired.
Right. Never hit the ground, which is
it
legal.
Never hit the ground.
That's right. You can juggle it. That's okay. He said out, and he said out and 2 out. So they did get together.
Saw what we saw.
That's right. So Busby gets credit for a double play. He'll get the fly out to 1, and then the 1-3 for the put out over there. So the end result's going to be a double play, and that was a hard-earned double play. Good play, caught up in all of that by Busby.
I see what Pascagoula coach is arguing now. You called him safe.
That's right.
So our runner, his runner, I don't know what he's arguing because his runner should have advanced to second if they misread the play.
That's right. Yeah, you're not free even if you call him safe. Well, if you call him safe, you're not guaranteed second base. You have to achieve it.
Right.
You have to achieve it, and he did not achieve it. So the third base coach, which is the head coach for Pascagoula, he's now called 2 umpires over, and he's going to have a discussion with them and give them, I think he's crossing them off the Christmas card list.
Yeah.
They're having that conversation. I don't need to send you any cards, guys, because I don't believe in what's happening here. It's getting animated, but the end result.
I think if the runner would have gone on to second, he could argue the fact, well, you called him safe,
right.
So he ran to second, he should be safe.
And if he would have attained second, right, then he could have that discussion, right? Yeah.
But he came back to first base.
That's right. And he was not only did Morgan touch the bag, but he also then tagged him. So in any regard, he's out. There's no logical discussion, even though sometimes bring logic into baseball discussions. And hey, I've been there too. I've been coaching my chance, and it doesn't matter. I just want to get my point across, and that's just what's happening here.
I've been on both sides. I've taken the point and I've given my point.
Right. So you're not going to win, but sometimes it is fun just to get your point across, and that's really all that can happen here. The end result, we're going to have 2 outs. And number 23, which is Stephen Avila.
Oh, no. No.
Wait. So now after all that, the umpire is going to put him at second base and say no. And so if I'm going to just be honest, if I was Coach Evan, I'd get thrown out right here.
He came back to first base.
You can't do that. So that was a terrible call by the umpires. I don't generally get on to umpires if hey, we're all human and you miss a call. Okay. But where you make a bad call as an umpire is you override your own bad decision and you make it worse, and that's what just happened. They went back and allowed the runner at first to go to second, and you're not guaranteed second even if they would have called him safe. So I don't understand that. You'll have to explain it to me, Kevin.
I can't.
And neither does Coach Evan. He's pretty animated down there, and I don't blame him.
Oh, my gosh. Now they called him out.
So now they're going to call him out again. Okay. So we don't have a clue what's happening. I'm going to, for the second time, I'm adjusting my scoreboard here. Now we got back to 2 outs, and we will see what happened. It's kind of like in the code world. I'm in IT, and we talk about this first in, first out, last in, first out. It's kind of last in, first out. Whoever the last guy that gets in the ear of the umpire, that's what he can be swayed. But there's only so many times you can change your decision. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hear a word from the sponsor while they sort this out, and we hope to have a final decision. When we come back here in the top of the 5th, right now Picayune leads this one 2-0, 2 out, nobody on.
Tackle your pain with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd, a former Maroon Tidesman, and his team of therapists provide one-on-one specialized care to help you and your athlete get back in the game. Dodd Therapy Center offers specialized post-operative care, manual spine techniques, trigger point dry needling, and spinal decompression.
So we're back here at the Kirk, number 23. It's going to be Steve Avila steps in, and we still have 2 outs, and that's what it's going to be, Kevin. So we're going to leave it at that.
That wore me out.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe that. Sorry if you're on the radio and we're trying to describe that. We probably didn't do a very good job, but it was a brilliant play that got all fumbled up in some bad umpiring. And I don't call umpires bad for missing the call because I guarantee you I've missed my fair share, but you can't do what he just did, which is go back 2 different times and change his call.
Yeah.
That's bad umpiring.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing, he called him safe and he was out, so he got with his partners and they overruled it. Okay. Then they made a call overruling the double play and then reversed that play.
That's right. Yeah, you can't do that. Tars Barkley says that terrible with a big T.
Terrible.
With a big T. 2-2 now to Avila. That's going to be outside for a ball. 3-2. I really feel bad for the umpire at this point because he cannot win. There's nothing that he can do to win at this point, and it's going to be a miserable game for him the rest of the game. And that was going to be in there for a strike. So called 3rd strike. That will mercifully end this half inning as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Maroon Tide still on top of this one, 2-0.
Hey friends, camping's a spring thing, and spring is here. Check out this new 2024 Wildwood FSX 174BH. This travel trailer has a front queen bed, rear bunks, and only weighs 2,899 pounds. MSRP is $24,398, reduced to only $13,988. A brand new 2024 bunkhouse trailer for only $13,988. Pawpaw's Campers is not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
So after a wild top of the 5th, we're back here heading into the bottom of the 5th. Picayune still leads this one 2-0, and we're gonna let Kevin try to explain that to you a little bit. We may have to get Patch Carey on and get him to explain that one to us because I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that. And I've played and coached and watched a lot of baseball, and I've just never seen anything like that. But it's time for Mardi Gras Cafe, Paul's Pastry Shop trivia question. Text your name and your answer to 601-590-5950. 601-590-5950. Who was the first switch hitter in the history to hit home runs from both sides of the plate in the same game? Tell me his name and the year that he did it. Who was the first switch hitter in history to hit home runs from both sides of the plate in the same game. Who was it, and what year did he do that in?
That's a good one.
All right, let's see if you can. That's Googleable. Probably is. Probably is. Landon Watts is going to step in here for the Tide. Jamie Lumpkin. I just can't look at them anymore. They all look the same.
3, 5, all look the same.
They all look the same. Everything looks the same. So Jamie's going to take a first pitch, going to hit it to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to backhand it, pick it up, throw it across the diamond, throw it away. But it's the catcher, Loper, does a good job of getting down there and backing up the place. Jamie can't go anywhere. We're going to score that an error, I'm assuming, Kevin, right?
Yeah.
So Jamie will lead off here with a error on the shortstop. And they did that quite a few times the other night in Pascagoula. They would be subject to throw the ball away.
Yeah, made a good play backhanding it, came up, set his feet. I thought he set his feet, but just sailed it over the pitcher's head.
Now Landon Watts will step in here with a runner on. That one's going to be landed in there for a called strike, 66 miles an hour. Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah.
You heard that?
I heard it.
All right, 0-1 now to Watts. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1. That one was 79, so one of the fastest pitches of the night for Pascagoula. See if we can get it up there in a little bit better zone for the Tide. Watts is going to hit that one out into right, and for the first time, they played in the right spot.
I guess that's why they play in shallow.
If they were playing in normal position, that one probably falls in out there in right field, but playing up, that was just routine out to right field. So they'll record the first out of the inning. Cooper Merrill will step in now, the third baseman for the Tide. Amy's still down at first. Tide leads this one 2-0. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. Landon Franklin's in the on-deck circle, the designated hitter. A wild top of the fifth.
Sure was.
That one's going to be up high. Jamie's going to get down to second, and he's going to be in there. That was close.
It was.
That was very, very close.
Did get in there.
Jamie's going to get into second. So with one out, Jamie on second. Cooper will hit now with a 1-1 count.
Pretty good arm by the catcher. I thought when it first started, he had plenty of time, but
maybe that was a good throw. You're right. Here's a 1-1. That's going to be down low for a ball. 2-1. Who was the first major league hitter, switch hitter, to hit home runs from both sides of the plate? Tell me his name and what year he did that. That's 601-590-5950. That was going to be up high for a ball. 3-1. Send me your name and your answer. Who was the first major league hitter, switch hitter, to hit home runs from both sides of the plate, left and right, in the same game? Who was it? What year did he do it? That one's going to be ball 4 up high. So Coop will draw a walk. Landon Franklin will step in here with runners at first and second. 1 out.
1 out. With that is the designated hitter. That's number 20, Landon Franklin.
Just feel that the Tide is wanting to bust this one open, just can't get a key hit here. Maybe this is the spot for Franklin. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be up high for a ball. Not a bad breaking pitch. This kid has a little bit sharper breaking stuff. Kevin, the left-hander would kind of land them in there, big sweeping. This one's a little sharper, so we'll see what the Tide can do with it here. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, he's not super fast, but bringing it a little better. I think it's something they can catch up with and drill one. We need something right here.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside for a ball, 2-1. Who was the only major league switch hitter, or the first major league switch hitter to hit home runs from both sides of the plate in the same game? Who did it and what year? 601-590-5950. That one's going to be hit up the middle. Shortstop's going to pick it up, step on second for one, throw across the diamond, throws it away. So Franklin will go to second. Jamie's going to store from second. So that's going to be a 6 unassisted and then an error. Tide will push across their third run.
Yeah, just a little chopper back up the middle. Shortstop played it good. Took it himself. to score to get the out at second, and then just threw it away again.
So with one out and one on, Brunson Stockstill's going to hit now. Brunson so far tonight, see if we can get you a line on him. He is 1 for 1 with a base on balls and a strikeout. I'm sorry, he's 0 for 1. Scored a run, base on balls and a strikeout. Umpires are getting together again. I'm not sure what this would be for.
Come up on his knees and nail the guy.
Got plenty of guesses, but no right answers yet. Keep guessing on the Paul Spacer Shop Mardi Gras Cafe trivia question. Who is the first major league hitter to hit a home run from both sides of the plate, switch hitter, in the same game? First person to do it. 601-590-5950. No right answers yet. No right answers yet. That one's going to be outside for, nope, it's going to be a called strike. Sorry. Oh, I got a right answer, but you didn't give me your name, so I don't know who you are. Got to text your name, too. And you also have to sign a commitment to bring us the Butter Crunches. That's going to be down low, 1-1. I do have a right answer. But you got to give me your name. It's not there. 601-590-5950. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2. Brunson took a pretty good breaking pitch there.
Good pitch.
See what he can do here now. Backed into a corner 1-2. That one's going to be fouled off. Good job there by Brunson. Just fight that one off. So if you sent me an answer.
Keep battling in there, B.
I got the right answer, so we'll see. He gave me just his first name, so I think I know who it is. I'll give it to you in just a second. So we have a right answer. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss by Brunson. That was a pretty good breaking pitch there. It's going to retire Brunson. So the Tides pushes across another one. They run the lead to 3-0. We'll be back here to head into the top of the 6th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Highland Community Hospital continues to do what is best for patients in our new wound healing center. Now open and staffed by a specialized team of doctors, nurses, and techs, we treat diabetic patients and others with serious wounds that have resisted traditional treatment and need special care. Located on the first floor in our outpatient department, our medical professionals will tailor a treatment plan to meet your specific needs, working to treat the whole person and not just the wound. For more information, visit www.highlandch.org.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
We're back here at the Kirk. Tommy Upton along with Kevin Hedgepath. Adrian Rosado lead off the 6th inning for the Maroon Tide, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. First pitch is going to be hit on the ground to King. He'll pick it up, throw across the diamond, and retire the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Good play there by Kyler, wasn't it? He was real slow roller. Kyler came up, made a good throw, get out at first.
Good job there. That'll bring to the plate. That looks like the catcher. It is Jared Loper. Loper is 0 for 1 tonight. That one's going to be a swing and a miss inside for strike 1. Here's a pitch. That one's going to be chopped down the third base line, and it's going to stay foul. So Shane Devine gave us the right answer. Who was first major league pitcher? First major league hitter, switch hitter, to hit home runs from both sides of the plate. When did he do it? The answer is Wally Shang. Have any idea when he would have done that?
I mean, it had to be Early, 67.
1916.
Yeah, that was real early.
1916. Wally Shane did it. There's a foul ball. 0-2. All right. So Shane said he is stepdad for Griffin Wells for Pascagoula. Thanks for listening in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball 1-2. So 1916, Willie Shang, and he played with Philadelphia. Was the first switch hitter to hit home runs from both sides of the plate. Ball's up high, 2-2. Long time ago.
Those butter crunch are worth driving up.
That's
here.
right. So here's what you need. I'm going to describe this for you. Shane, all right, that was going to be outside for a ball, 3-2. So what we have a place in Picayune called Paul's Pastry Shop, and they have an awesome bakery and cafe and all kind of stuff in it. You get a $10 gift card for winning the trivia question. Stop by the radio station. That's a swing and a miss for Loper, so he'll go down the second out of the inning. You get a $10 gift card. Stop by the radio station, WRJW, pick up your gift card, and you can run by Paul's Pastry Shop. And what we suggest that you do is you give them that gift card and you tell them to get a box and put as many butter crunches in it as that $10 will buy you, and then bring them as an offering up here to the radio crew. But you can keep them and eat them yourself. You're certainly allowed to do that. We frown on it, but you're allowed to do that. There's
you don't even have to bring them here. Just tell them I'll come pick them up.
Yeah,
I don't live
right.
very far from it.
That's right. Griffin Wells is stepping in now. He takes the first pitch, 0-1. That one's going to be up high for a ball, 1-1. In all seriousness, we appreciate you listening in.
Yep.
And, thanks for playing along. Good job on Google. So Wells will hit here 1-1. That one's going to be in there for a good breaking pitch by Busby, 1-2.
Yep, in there just on the outside part of the plate. Good job.
So here's the 1-2. That one's going to be painted the inside corner for strike 3. So 1-2-3 goes Pascagoula here in the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Picayune still on top. 3-0. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRGW.
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a torrential downpour. You can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Tommy Upton and Kevin Hedgepath back here at the Kirk. Tide leads this one 3-0. We're heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Tide have had 5 hits. They've scattered them out, though, and really haven't been able to put anything together to score runs in bunches, although we've left quite a few on base so far, Kevin. So it's been, I won't say a very crisp game for the Tide.
No, not at all, offensively anyway. Just, hardest hit ball was Morgan's first time around. He hit one hard to left field. Kyler, I believe it was Kyler, did hit one into right center out there pretty deep, but again, It wasn't, I hate to say it goes deep center field, not hit hard, but it just kind of drifted out there, got over the center fielder's head. But overall, just not hitting this 70-mile-an-hour fastball well at all.
That's right. We have struggled with it, and we're not talking down about the Pascagoula pitchers. It's just usually you think a little slower, you can kind of tee off, but that's not been the case tonight. We've struggled a bit, and so good job by Pascagoula keeping us off balance. First pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune. They're Picayune Maroon Tide proud. Stop by the main branch, 121 East Canal Street for all your banking needs. Justin Stockstill will lead off the bottom of the 6th, and he'll take the first pitch. Was that a ball, Kevin? I was looking down. It was. So 1-0 to Stockstill. Now 1-1.
And again, 72.
Yeah, we just been struggling a bit. Swinging a miss, actually a swinging a foul by Justin. So foul that one off his foot, which is never pleasant. So 1-2 now. That one's going to be popped up out into shallow center field. Shortstop's going back. Center fielder's coming back. And the second baseman's going to call both of them off and make the play. You don't see that very often.
Not very often.
But the second baseman overrode both the shortstop and the center fielder as they all met up behind second base. But they got an out, and that's all that matters. So that'll turn the lineup over again here to Parker Helton. So he'll hit here with nobody out. I'm talking with nobody on and one out. Helton is 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. He's going to foul that one into the first base dugout. So quickly 0-2. Willie Sims, I would say, has come in and filled up the zone with strikes for Pascagoula.
Hats off to the
sophomore.
Pascagoula.
That one's going to be down the line, and it's going to stay foul. Thought it may kick back over fair, just a swinging bunt, really.
Yeah, hats off to the Pascagoula pitching staff. I mean, nothing overbearing, but just they've stayed in the zone enough to throw the Tidesmen off. And
here's the 0-2 to Helton. That was going to stay up high for a ball, 1-2.
I don't know how many of those 3 are earned. Let's
see. Go right down there, and there you go. Here's the 1-2. That's going to hit Petey on the foot, and so he'll trot down to first.
So 2 of them are earned, but
2 of the 3 are earned. Is that what you're showing?
Yeah.
Kyler King will step in now for the Tide. 1 out. Parker Helton at first. We've been able to get a lot of traffic tonight, Kevin. We haven't been able to take advantage of all of it. Here's the first pitch in there called strike to Kyler.
I know this show's left on base somewhere.
It does probably. We might have to go to.
That's okay.
Might have to go somewhere else. We'll pull it up for you here in just a second.
First, not in time.
Let's see here. Another throw over to first, not in time. That one's going to be called a balk.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he quick pitch. I was looking down trying to get the stats. Was it a quick pitch?
Is
that what the balk was?
Pitch.
Got to come to a complete set, and if you don't, they'll call you for a balk. So no argument from either coach there. Petey will head down to second, and it's still an 0-1 count to King. That one's going to be outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be hit hard, but right at the second baseman. Can't hit it much harder. Did not have anything to show for it.
Yeah.
Luckily for Helton, he's able to get back into second because that's a great double play ball. That's ones that's hit hard like that.
Absolutely.
So with 2 outs and 1 on, Morgan Kraft will stand in here now. Kraft is 1 for 3 on the night. That one's going to be outside. Good job there by Loper to keep that ball in front. That would have been another 90 feet by Helton.
How did Parker get the name Petey?
I don't know. I don't know that.
One of Grandma knows.
Grandma, if you know what's going on, Miss Bourgeois, let us know there. What's Petey? That one's going to be outside for about 2-0 to Kraft. Hopefully it's a good thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, some of those names we may not want to know.
That's right, but everybody calls him Petey, so I got to believe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-0. Kraft, he's going to hit that one out into shallow center fielder. Center fielder's coming in, and he will make the play. So that'll do it for the tie. Once again, we get a runner on. We're not able to do anything with it. We'll head into the top of the 7th. Pascagoula's got one more chance here. Tide leads this one 3-0.
At Sonic Drive-In of Picayune, Tuesday after 5 p.m. till close is Family Night with half-off cheeseburgers. Sonic Drive knows how hard it is sometimes to feed your whole family, and we want to give you a break on Tuesday nights. Half-price cheeseburgers. It's how Sonic Drive-In helps you feed your family. Remember that Sonic Drive-In of Picayune on Highway 11, just north of Highway 43 North, is happy eating at its best. Tuesday's family night with half-price cheeseburgers. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune.
Clinic. Call at 601-749-4939 or visit the website at www.more/chiro.com.
And there you go. There's a chance if you're driving and listening to the radio to stretch out your speakers a little bit. I love that spot. It's got some nice bass in it. Whoever mixed that one did a good job. We're back here at the Kirk. We're at the top of the 7th. Tide leads this one 3-0. I'll let you know that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where hometown means the best service around with 4 locations in Picayune to serve you. Busby's back out there for his 4th inning of work. And he is pitching to Mr. Melendez, and Melendez hits one to Cooper. Cooper will pick it up, throw across the diamond, and high. So that's going to be an E5. Cooper, it happens. Seems like when you have all the time in the world, you throw it away. When you got to rush, you make a good play. But Cooper just had all the time in the world.
Didn't set his feet. Just going to try to lob it over there, I guess, and threw it away.
So we give Pascagoula a little bit of life here as Melendez reaches on an air. That'd be an E5.
First base, nobody out.
So nobody out here. Runner on first.
That's Sean Norvell.
Sean Norvell's going to hit.
He's talking about hit last week.
I don't know. I think this must be this is a sophomore, if you can believe it. This is not a kid from the other night. This is another one they've run out there. They've got some good-looking athletes. That one's going to be in there for a strike. So he'll be pinch hitting. Norvell will, and he's a sophomore, and he looks chiseled.
You didn't ever see their basketball team, did you?
No, I heard they were something, though.
Yeah.
They were something. Here's the 0-1 to Norvell with a runner on first. That one's going to be fouled off. And they're going to did it catch his glove or just the ball hit him? I thought maybe they're going to call catcher's interference, but I think the ball hit him, not the bat.
Yeah.
So 0-2 to Norvell. I think the Pascagoula coach is going to come down and ask, because I couldn't tell either whether it looked like catcher's interference. Landon's not saying a word, and usually that's bad.
He's looking like the cat that ate the canary.
Yeah, it wasn't me, so that usually means it was me. I thought maybe Landon did because he shook his hand.
Like it.
You can usually, to your right, tell by the sound. So maybe they'll get this one right. Poor guy behind the plate has struggled tonight. And you're right, Landon won't even look at the umpire, and that generally means he's guilty.
Yeah, he squatted back down into position real quick. Like, let's go.
So I think we're going to get catcher's interference. That'll put Norvell on first. If that happens, we'll see. If not, the count will be 0-2. We have a runner on first already. The umpires are gathered up. That does not bode well for them. And they say no catcher's interference, and so it'll be 0-2.
Okay. So I guess we were wrong.
I don't know. I don't think we were wrong, but maybe we don't agree about that.
There you go.
We don't agree. So 0-2 to Norvell. Nobody out, runner on first. Tide leads us from 3-0 in the top of the 7th. Here's a pitch from Busby. Breaking pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Strike 3. So Busby hadn't thrown a whole lot of breaking pitches, but he's landing them when he needed to.
Yep.
So now with one out, Tank Bishop's going to hit for Pascagoula. Pascagoula down to their last 2 outs here in the 2nd district game of the contest. That was going to be outside for a ball 1. These two teams will do it again tomorrow at 3:30 back at Richie Tillman Field in Pascagoula. I don't know if that one's going to be aired or not. I'll try to find out from Timmy. It's going to be square to bunt and pulled back, so it'll be 2-0. Looks to me like when they do that, they step out of the box.
Well,
Kevin.
A couple of batters ago, I don't know if you heard me or not a couple innings ago, you heard me. There was one. He stepped right out of the box, but
and why is
they
that?
didn't call it.
Tell our fans at home why that's a problem if you step out of the box.
Well, you're out.
Yeah, that's why it's a problem. If you put the ball in play and your feet or one of your feet is out of the batter's box, you're out.
Yeah.
Right. That was a strike. 2-1 now. Is the count. That one's going to be fouled off into the dugout of Pascagoula. Run the count 2-2. Landon took Busby's head off. I don't think Busby was looking for the ball to come back. He was looking in the dugout at the ball, racing around over there, and Landon threw a new one in and almost got Busby in the head. So good job of ducking by the right-hander. He'll come set here, 2-2, 1 out. That one's going to be hit on the ground to Jamie. He'll spin, make the throw to Kyler. Kyler goes across the diamond. One hops it to Morgan, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it would have been in time either way. So we'll say reach on a fielder's choice. And we have 2 outs now. Pascagoula down to their last out.
That's the important thing.
That's right. Is this 24? Is that this is? 21. J.J. Trinidad will hit here for Pascagoula. We get a called timeout by the umpire. We got a courtesy runner over there. Okay.
33.
Jazion Smith will run at first base. Trinidad steps in, left-handed hitting outfielder for the Panthers. Busby comes set. That one's going to be hit on the ground up the middle. Kyler's going to pick it up and boot it. So Kyler made a long run to get there and tried to go around the ball. Couldn't get all the way around it. And so that's going to end up, you got to score that a E6, right?
Yeah, you do. Did you see Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie tried to do the old hidden ball trick, but it was a terrible fake.
I can see it from way up here.
Yeah, terrible fake. It did not fake anybody out. So Jamie wisely throws it back to Tanner. Matt Ditzworth will hit here. 2 on, 2 out. Tide leads at 3-0. He's going to square the bunt, pull back for a ball.
He's sick.
Did you get him out?
They did.
So
Landon came up. The runner got a huge lead, and Scott Kyler just came over and threw it down and got him out.
Landon's been waiting to do that all night long, so they caught the courtesy runner or the pinch runner coming in, and he got a little bit too far off of second base. And that will do it for the Tide. We'll come back and we'll wrap this one up. Tide takes it 3-0.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaw's has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaw's Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Tommy Upton and Kevin Hedgepath back here at the Kirk as the Tide takes this one 3-0. And Kevin, it ended with a little bit of excitement, and we had a little bit of I don't know if you call that excitement or nonsense in the middle of the game about the 5th inning. But overall, not a great performance by the Tide. But do you have a Sonic player of the game?
Yeah, like you say, not to my opinion, not a lot to choose from. Just didn't hit the ball very well tonight. Did enough with the errors committed and the hits that we had to score 3 runs. But what a job by Tanner Busby tonight. Pitched 7 innings, 1 hit, had 1 walk and 9 strikeouts, and just a great job by Tanner. And Tide's got to get the bats cranked up, though, Tommy.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. It is. It has not been we had a few hits the other night, but against pitching that should be hittable, we have struggled tonight. So yeah. I would definitely say that you come away with a win and you like to start the district season off 2-0. That's a good thing, but definitely have some improvement. So we'll see what happens tomorrow as we head back to Richie Tillman Field in Pascagoula to finish out this series. Tide will at least win the series, and they'll go for the sweep tomorrow as they win tonight 3-0. So
congratulations, Tanner, on Sonic Player Game. Try one of those peanut butter burgers and let me see how it tastes.
Let us know how it goes. We appreciate Shane Devine, Pascagoula fan, is listening in. Appreciate you listening in. And he was the Paul's Pastry Shop Mardi Gras Cafe trivia winner. It was the first Major League switch hitter to hit home runs from both sides of the plate. And that was Willie Shang, who did it in 1916 for Philadelphia. So I appreciate you playing. So the final score for the final time, Picayune gets this one 3-0. Not the greatest performance, but a great pitching performance. One hit, shutout by Busby as he strikes out 9, only walks 1. So another great performance by him. Lackluster performance offensively, but we did just enough to get away with a win. So we'll head to Pascagoula tomorrow and see if we can close out the season. Kevin, I appreciate you sitting in tonight. And it was a pleasure, and most of it was fun. And I'm sure that we'll do it again. You got anything to say as we exit out of here tonight?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, roll. We will see you at least next Tuesday, and maybe tomorrow we'll try to get you an answer. But for now, we're signing off from the Kirk. Picayune wins this one 3-0.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether